Hello there friends, and welcome to another video about WordPress theme development. And today I'm going to show you how to add your font awesome icons and how to add icons in your customizer. So here I have just a simple web page with 4 font awesome icons, and if you hover over this, um, yeah, you will have the ability to put in a custom link that will take you to each to your account for each social media platform here. And on the back end, I have in the appearance and the customizer an option here for font awesome, and here you can pick and choose your own icons here. In my example, I only included 4 options, but you can do how many or how few as you like. And in the customizer, as you know, if I change something, it will change dynamically. And if I publish this one will later change on to the correct icon. And here you can change the URL as well. All right, so it's not that difficult. It's pretty simple actually. So that's what we're gonna do today. Okay, so now I am at the back end in our file structure, and I have removed all the code. So let's do this together from the start. So first thing we need to do is obviously open up our theme folder. So you find your theme folder here in you go to your WordPress installation, and here you find the VP content folder, and in the VP content folder you have a folder called themes. Just open up that one and open up your own theme here. And first thing we're gonna do is we have to include font awesome. And if you don't know how to include it, I have a video on how to do that, but let's just recap real fast. So in my theme, I have a folder called ink, and in my ink folder, I have a folder called nq.php. So let's open that up. And here you can see in our nq.php file, I have included font awesome down here. So first, what you need to do is you need to create a function. You can name it whatever you want. And then you have to put in a script function here, vp underscore nq underscore script, and then the name of the or the tag of your file. And then you have to create a kit on fontawesome.com. That's fairly simple. It's pretty straightforward. Again, I have a video on how to do that. And after you have included this line of code, you have to include this nq.php file in your functions.php. Now you can do this straight in your functions file. That's up to you. But I prefer to have a separate file for all my external style sheets or JavaScript files, just to keep myself a little bit more organized. But again, it's up to you. So what I do is I require, and I need to require the enq.php. So first you do require get underscore template underscore directory as a function, and then append it with a period. Then as a string, you have to follow the path to your file. So I have it in my root folder, and then the ink folder, then the nq.php file. So now you should have your font awesome installed. Okay, so now when we have that, let's move on and let's actually do some coding. So let's open up. I have another file in my includes folder. I have named it custom-customizer.php. You can name this whatever you want. You can also put all this code in your functions.php file directly. But again, I prefer to have a separate file for just to keep myself more organized. So in this custom-customizer.php, we are going to put in the code. So the first thing you need to do is open up PHP tags and then put in a comment here. And this is the name of your theme. And a little comment here of exactly what we can find here in this file. So functions for custom settings in the customizer. You can name it, yeah, whatever you want there. All right, so let's first start by creating a function for our settings. So I'm going to just put in a function, and you can name this function whatever you want. I'm going to name this CIY underscore customizer underscore function. And this takes in one parameter. It takes in the VP underscore customize hook, like this. And it's in here. We are going to put in our code for the customizer. So the first thing we need to do is add a section. And sections are like this. If you go to the appearance and customize, so this here is a section: site identity, menus, homepage settings, additional CSS, and my section. So we're gonna add another section below here. So let's do that. So let's first start with the $sign there, VP underscore customize. And what we need to do is add section like this. Okay, and then we have to name the section, or at least we need actually we need to give it an ID. And I'm going to give it an ID of font awesome. Now we know exactly what it does. And then this function, it takes in an array like this. And what we're gonna do here is to put in a title. And the title is going to be font awesome. Okay, and it's a string, font awesome, like this. And then we're going to put in the name of the theme. So this name here, YouTube underscore CIY. And that will also be as a string. So it's gonna paste it in there. Then outside the parentheses, a comma, because we need one more key here. And it's gonna be a description. So the person who comes on here knows what this is. So it's gonna do add font awesome, add font awesome icons, and that's that. And then priority, and the priority is what's going to decide which order it's going to show up as. So if you go back here to our front end, or the dashboard, the customizer, so the priority is where in here it will show up. So we were going to put it after my section, and each of these they have a number. You can find a number on the codex for WordPress. I have another video about this as well, so you can check that one out. So we're going to go ahead and give it a priority number of 230, like so. And that's that. Now we're going to need to do in order for this one to show up. So if we save this one, and also what we're going to need to do is to add an action. Otherwise, it's not going to show up no matter what we do. So we have to add action. And first parameter it takes in is a pre-made WordPress parameter. So customize underscore register. So this will register our function, and then also which function we want to register here, or the function we want to add. and that's the function up here, CI1 underscore customizer underscore function. So let's paste that one in and semicolon at the end. Let's save it. If we go to the front or the back end here and let's refresh, as you can see, it's not showing up yet. It's because we need a setting and a controller. So let's do that first. So just below the add section, same here, VP underscore customizer. And instead of add section, we are going to add a setting. And for this setting, I'm just going to name this Facebook, because the first icon I'm going to do is Facebook. And then an array again. So that's the ID. Facebook is the ID of this setting. So first thing we're going to do is a default. And here you can put in, if you leave this field empty in the backend, it's going to be default value. But I'm actually just going to leave it empty, I think, like this, and then do type, and the type is theme mod. You have also another option for its get option, but I'm going to use theme mod for this, like so. And we also need to add a control for this one. So if I do again VP underscore customizer and add control, and the ID for this one, we're going to have to take in the settings ID. But first, what we need to do is we have to use a customized control here. So we're going to do is just simply put in new, so no string, new, VP in capital letters, underscore, and then capitalize C, customize, and then underscore, capitalize C again, control, and now again we take in the VP underscore customize, and then the ID of the setting. So this control is associated now with this setting here. So that's that. So next thing we need to do is put in as an array, because we need to fill this with some information. So array like this. All right. So the first thing we need to do is a label. A label like this, and the label is social media icon, maybe social media icon, and then the name of the theme. So that's the YouTube underscore CIY. Just gonna copy and paste, then a comma because we need more stuff here, and then a description. Now you don't have to put in all this information if you don't want to, but the more information you put in, that's easier. The more easier it is for potential clients to use the customizer. So next is the description. Pick a social media icon. That's a little bit repetitive, but yeah, what to do. Okay, and then which section this one belongs to, and the section is section up here, font awesome. So let's copy and paste. Excuse me. And then after font, oh sorry, the opposite, first section, and then I'm going to put in which section that was font awesome right there. Okay, so far so good. And then the priority, and the priority is in this section you can have, as you're gonna see, many different fields you can fill in. So this priority here decides which order you will see each setting and control. So this is our first one, so that's obviously number one. So this one is for these sections, and inside each section you will have sometimes at least you will have different uh, settings and controls. So this is one setting, this is another setting, this is another setting and control. So you can decide the order here. Then you do that by putting in the priority, and this is the first one, so priority 1. And then we are going to put in a type, what type of field this is. And I'm gonna give the user an opportunity to choose or select 4 different icons for this one. So to do that, we have to put in select as an option. So now there will be a drop-down field. And then you need to put in the choices you have. And it's very simple, just put in choices like this. And since we are doing multiple choices here, we need to put in an array like so. And I jump down here. So you can put a default if you want. So default is going to be and then as an array you need to find the icon you want to use. Now for that, let's go to Font Awesome's homepage. So it's fontawesome1word.com, and on this page you can see the icons. So just hit icons, and now you can search for a specific icon. So I'm going to search for Facebook, and I'm running the free option. There are a paid version as well, and some of these here, for example, Pro version, you need to pay for them, but these ones are for free. So I'm going to use this square, I think, and then we just need to copy. We need to copy this code here. Just copy, and let's head back to our file structure, and let's paste it in like this, just like this, nothing fancier than that. And then that's the default value. And then next we need to fill in the options. Okay, so the first one I'm going to choose is Facebook, and then we need to put in the name that's going to show up on the select menu. So that will be Facebook, like so. And then a comma, because I said we're going to give them 4 options. So next one I'm going to put in Twitter. So let's head back and search for Twitter. See if they have an icon. And there you go, one Twitter square. Let's do this one. Again, let's copy. And then let's go back to our custom customizer.php file and paste it in. Same here. Let's write Twitter like this. And then next do Pinterest. I'm not sure if anyone uses Pinterest, but I'm using Pinterest. Pinterest is fine. So I'm gonna use this one, Pinterest -square. Copy and paste like this, and let's do Pinterest. Oops, and the last one is Instagram. So let's search for Instagram like this, and I only have one icon for free, so let's use that one and copy, and again let's paste it in and put in Instagram. Okay, and then a semicolon at the end here. Otherwise, it will throw an error. Okay, so let's go back to our backend and let's refresh. Okay, uncoded call to member function, add setting, line 16. Line 16, add setting. Aha, okay, maybe I need to put in something here. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Let's add setting. We got that one. Is it spelling error somewhere? Customizer. There we go. Okay, let's try again. All right, so here you can see the font awesome at the bottom. This section here. You click on this one, it will open up. All right, so here's the controller, and as you can see, you have Facebook's the default value. Then you got Facebook right here, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram. Okay, we can't see anything on the front end just yet, but that's because we haven't included it yet. So let's add the rest first, and then we'll go back. So obviously you want this to lead somewhere. Be able to put in a link to your account. So let's do that. So in the same section, so we don't have to add a new section. So in the same section here, just add a new setting. So same as before, VP. So customize, add setting, and then just the ID. Maybe I'm gonna do URL 1, and then an array. Okay, and then here, first thing we need to do is a default value, and the default should be let's see, let's put in let's see, this was Facebook, right? So let's do HTTP. Oops, sorry, we need a string. HTTP, and what's that? Facebook, right? facebook.com/user. All right. Then the name of the theme, that's YouTube_CIY, like this, and then on the default, the type again, and again this is theme_mod, like this, and semicolon at the end, and now we need to add a control. So same here, customize, then add _control, and for this one we are just going to use the ID for the setting, like this, paste it in there, then an array, and for this array we'll do the default, sorry, no, not default, the description, and for the description maybe just do maybe your URL, just like that. Just keep it simple for now, and then just put in the name of theme as usual, like this, then a comma, and then section. So tie it to a section, and the section was the one up here, font awesome, and then scroll down and paste it in, and then priority, of course. So this is number 2, the second one. So this is priority 1, and this is going to be priority 2. All right, like this. Let's save it, and let's head back here to our backend, and let's refresh. Hit font awesome here, and as you can see, your URL. All right, so you got it here. Cool. Okay, so now we want to display it on a front end. So if I go here and refresh, you can't see anything here, and also you can't see anything here either. So let's fix that. So let's go to our front page.php like this. So what we need to do is we need to add, obviously, what we've done here. So first, I'm going to give this a class or section, and then a class of social media. Okay, and then just a little header social, and then here I'm going to give them link tags because we need to use them as links. So first we need href like this. So what we're going to do now is we need to bring in here the URL, and we had a URL here. So we need to bring in the ID, this ID into our code. So let's open up a PHP tag, and let's close them at the same time. So what we need to do is, remember we had a theme mod as type, theme mod. Okay, so we're going to work with this hook here. So we want to echo the information. So just print echo get theme mod. Okay, that's the function, and then as a string the ID URL1. Okay, simple as that. Now we need to display something as well. So the same thing here. Let's open up PHP tags, and also let's close it at the same time. So again, echo get theme mod and ID. So let's scroll up. So the ID is Facebook right here. Let's go back. Let's paste it in and semicolon at the end. Now let's save it, see if it works. So in our front end, let's refresh. All right, so here you can see the icon, and well, since we haven't really put in anything else there, that's the way it is. So that's how you do that. You could also, if you want to have a default value, what you can do is you can put in default like this, a comma as a separator, and then another string with the default value. And in my case, for the URL, no special default like this. And same here. So let's say for some reason, customer or the client, or you for that matter, the developer, decide to you want a specific value as a default. You can just do a comma as a separator and then put in whatever you want here. And for us, we want to put in the Facebook square. But I'm just gonna show you if you put in something else. And let's see, we have this one here. Let's put it Twitter as a default, just to show you. And let's save it. Now if you refresh here, you still have the Facebook, but if you go back here, let's see, there's an empty value here. Let's publish that. It says default for some reason, but if we go in front end, oh no, we got the default. Oh yeah, that's right. You know what? The default value we picked here was blank actually, so that's why it's default. Nonetheless, okay, so let's let's leave that. No, but that's something you can do as well. But we're gonna change that to we don't need to even include this one here. Let's just remove and let's remove it. There's no need for a default value in this case. Okay, so that's that. Let's go back here and choose Facebook, and let's publish it right there. Cool. Okay, so that's that one. So let's style this one. Doesn't look that nice. So let's style it. So I'm going to open up a style sheet that I have, CSS, and this one here, and I am about my footer. Put in a comment and social icons. Okay, so let's style it, and let's go back to the front page. So we have a class of social media. So let's start with that, social media, and we started with an h2 header. Okay, so let's style that one. So let's do a padding bottom of just 10 pixels, and then style the links. So social media, and do we get an a tag there, right? So for this color of maybe black color like this. Actually, let me do this for you guys. You can you see what we're doing. Let's head in here. So let's refresh there. Okay. All right. So if I save this, you can see there should be another color, and let's refresh. All right. So now it's turned black. All right. So let's do some more. So let's do text decoration of none. Just in case they're awesome, and then do the padding 5 pixels, padding top to well, yeah, we don't really need that one, but let's do 10 pixels there, so separation, and then the font size, let's do to RAM, and let's save it, see what it does. All right, so now it's a little bit bigger. Okay, so let's change the hover. So let's do social media a hover like this. And then let's just enlarge when you hover. Okay, so font size 2.5 rem, and let's refresh. Let's hover. All right, there you go. So that's how you add and style font awesome icons, and let's add a few more here, so you can see how to do that. So let's go back to our customizer, and I'm just going to copy what I have here. So I'm going to copy this 2 settings and the 2 functions. All right, so we're going to add a new setting, a new control for the second icon. Okay, so let's check here, right? So we have first Facebook. We're going to change that to what did we have there? Twitter. So the ID of the second setting is Twitter. And obviously we're going to change here. And then you can have the same here as well. Same section. The priority, on the other hand, is 3. Same type. The default, let's change the default value to the Twitter. And let's paste it in there. And then let's change the URL as well. So URL 2. And this one, let's just change Facebook to Twitter. And Then down here the ID here as well to 2, and priority should be 4. So let's save it. Let's go back here and let's refresh. And in our font awesome, now you got Twitter. Okay, you choose here, and same here. We need to add this on the front end. So let's go to front page, and let's just copy. Maybe just large here. So let's copy this one. What you can do if you're on VS Code, you can just do Control-Shift-D, and you will copy the whole line down. So let's just change here to URL2, and over here it should be Twitter. Save it, and let's large full screen, and let's refresh. Now we got the Twitter account there. All right, let's add the other 2 as well. So I'm just gonna do Control-Shift-D, and change this one to URL3, URL4, and here was Pinterest, and on this one Instagram. Save, and then let's add these 2. So same here. Let's copy the URL and the font icon. Let's paste it in, and let's go up here. So this one is Pinterest. Nothing else there. Same here. Change it to Pinterest. And we can keep this same section. Priority should be 5, because the previous one's 4, 5. Same here, and for default, let's change this one to Pinterest. Is it like this? And for the URL, let's change this one to 3. Same here, change it to Pinterest, and change the ID here as well to 3. And we get the same here, and then change it to priority 6. Good, and now let's copy these 2 and let's paste them in down here. So this is for Instagram. Let's change it to Instagram. Nothing else there. Same here, Instagram. The ID, Instagram. Can keep this same section, priority 7. Same select, and this time we're gonna change it to Instagram, like so. And then of course URL4. Excuse me. And keep the same, and URL4. And priority should be 8. Save, and let's go to front end and see what it does. All right, so now we got these 4 icons, and if you go to the back end, you refresh and put in here, we got both Pinterest and Instagram as an option. And let's change one. Let's first change the Facebook, and let's just do another Instagram. See, it updates dynamically, and if you publish and refresh here, you see the change here as well. Okay, and if you change the URL, you can change this to just change this one to Instagram. Okay, so this one will lead to our Instagram homepage. So let's refresh and just hit Instagram like this. All right. So that's how you do that. As you can see, it's fairly simple to achieve this. And now obviously you can put this wherever you want. I would maybe suggest put it either in the menu or in the footer, but that's up to you. It's all about styling at this stage. So that's pretty much it. I hope this video was somewhat helpful, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next.